The Kazaki Doom are breeding trolls. Trolls of all things.
Trolls.
Not because they want scented candles,
all things.
delicious cheese, or a source of meat.
And we're going to go obliterate those trolls. Plain engineer. And I've got dibs on them. So this seems to be a channel favorite. I've definitely gotten a lot of questions about this particular build that I run with engineer, using primarily the Crankgun. And I'm not surprised. I've mentioned that I don't ever see anybody play like this. So I'm not surprised to see people interested in this type of playstyle. But I always give a forewarning. This playstyle that I'm about to do is highly unorthodox, and it's not something that anyone can just pull off willy-nilly in a game. Yeah, it definitely takes a bit of practice in a lot of other mechanics. You know, mostly positioning.
Do me a favor, Dory. Keep an eye out for a controversy. You never know. Thinking with your coin purse at a time like this, Darby.
And it's also a very meaty build. I know a lot of people who play engineer, and they will play with superior gaskets, the superior gaskets talent, which keeps your crank gun stacks from depleting. And you know, that's all well and good and everything, but superior gaskets doesn't help you play the crank gun as aggressively as I'm attempting to with this build. So the only real way to play this aggressively is with Perilous Overclock. And these shield guys, you can break their shield by doing that, and then shooting them with the Trollhammer. Naturally, if I was playing with real people, I want to emphasize this. If I was playing with real people just then, I would not have shot my Trollhammer Torpedo. It would not have been the case. In fact, I probably wouldn't have even done anything probably in that situation. I would have waited until my teammates finished killing that Chaos Warrior, and then I would have proceeded. Playing this type of build with the bots is so much more different than playing it with real people. I want to emphasize that greatly. When you play this type of build with real people, there's a little bit more downtime, because I often emphasize that you should avoid friendly fire whenever possible, and if your teammates are holding down a certain area where you could have a really good line of fire, it's often better to just not shoot through them. Shoot on their sides, cover their flanks. Don't shoot through them. You know, don't friendly fire. It's it can take a lot of practice sometimes. But if there's a teammate within your crosshair, just don't shoot. Just tell your brain, hey, there's a teammate there, and disable your ability to shoot entirely. You know, find clearer sight lines to shoot down, and
Wrong way, dead end. Healing draft.
just you know what? I do want him to have this med kit because I am personally running natural bond. So if I do take a whole bunch of damage and go down, he'll have the ability to heal me with that med kit.
You should avoid the gas. And you don't. That's it.
Also something to keep in mind that the bots that I'm running also greatly assist me in playing this type of build. Warrior Priest, of course, giving me the Sigmar bubble to let me generate stacks with Perilous Overclock to you know, basically just replenish my entire ability bar.
The tide will not down, Thorny.
Mercenary to, you know, assist me with temporary HP generation. Same thing with the wizard. I'm running Balm on her, which gives temporary HP on her using her ability. So yeah, like the way that I'm playing is highly unorthodox. It's a lot of fun. There's no doubt that constant use of the Crankgun for everything is a lot of fun. It's good in just about damn near every situation you can think of. It does struggle a little bit with armor, but if you're good at aiming at the heads, you can deal with even armor. And especially with armor-piercing slugs, the level 10 talent, you can also just pierce through armored enemies and still deal damage behind them. Fucking warrior priest. And then he takes it overhead, and then I down him again. I'm not sure where the hell the elf is coming from. That was an interesting voice line from the elf. From the ether from beyond. And you can see when if my stacks run out, I retreat a little bit. I try to make a little bit of space for me to of course crank back my 5 stacks that I need. And this isn't the best place to be fighting, but we're gonna make it work anyway. But yeah, maintaining the 5 stacks is definitely is definitely probably one of the most mind-taxing things about this build. But like I've said, it's easier to do so when you have real people on your team. Real people help take aggro and cover you a lot better than the bots can, making maintaining those 5 stacks of pressure a lot more simpler. So even if you're not gaining all the advantages of a team comp such as this that I'm running with the bots, you are at least gaining the advantage of what real people are able to do for you.
Throwback, may I speak with you on a delicate matter?
Not like you to be timorous, sir.
Timorous, Kruber.
Means nervous.
I know what it means to disappoint you.
What's this? Oh, okay, the wizard got him. So whenever I come to this fork here in this this area, I always go to the right first because naturally checking for items, it's easier to go up this ladder here on the right and check up here first before going to the left side. I've seen comments comparing this build kind of to like using the Drake gun, the flamethrower, and yeah, it kind of can serve a similar purpose. I think using the Crankgun it's a lot more versatile than the Drake gun, of course. It's got a lot more range. It is better, despite the Crankgun not being too terribly great against armor. It is better against armor than the Drake gun. Yeah, at least in my opinion, it is. This isn't the best place for a boss fight, especially when one of the bots are stuck like that. I'm actually gonna down this healing drought. And I'm gonna burn a few items here to deal with this big boy.
I'm throwing a bomb. The strangler dies now.
And the drunk Kroger's done for, and I'm kind of going down here on purpose. It's fine. So with him out of the picture, the bot's AI should be a little more clearer to follow me. And now I can kind of herd them down here to assist me with the rest of the wave. Now, like I said, that wasn't the best place to fight, but you know, we made it work. Kind of surprised I got out of there with all the bots alive. Actually, to be honest, I really thought a couple specials had gotten them. And I know you might be thinking like, well, you know, if you didn't use that healing drought, you could heal right now. But I was kind of low when I used it, and I didn't want to go down in a situation where that Storm Fiend was still alive. So I'd rather have gone down where I went down. I mean, I would have preferred to not go down at all, but I had a feeling I was going to be going down. But sometimes it's just about not going down in you know, in certain moments, in certain clutch moments where you need to be standing. You know, you gotta sometimes if you're gonna go down, at least go down and at the right moment. And I'm gonna try to make my way out of this tunnel here, so I can get some cranks going. It's just a little bit better fight. There was some healing in the tunnels there, so if I can just get through this horde, we'll be fine. Kind of hoping the boss can assist me with this Gatling Gunner, but I gotta kind of get on his flank a little bit for them to do so. And Gatling Gunner is certainly a reason why you should be always bringing a shield if you can.
So much death.
And we're just moving right along here. Whoa, that's a lot of disablers. So I've been playing this build long enough where a lot of it is kind of autopilot for me at this point too. That's kind of another reason why I might be able to play a build like this while talking, and another reason why I might make it look easy when it's not. Oh, I saved my 5 stacks. You might also notice that when I'm shooting the crank gun, I'm dodging a lot. I noticed there's a lot of people who tend, when they use the crank gun, they forget to dodge. There's sort of like three big mechanics to kind of staying alive in fights. The biggest one, of course, is just simply staggering your opponents, just staggering enemies. You know, make it so that they can't hit you. The second big mechanic, of course, is dodging, which a lot of people can struggle with starting out. It can be difficult sometimes to think about not just dodging, but where you should be dodging exactly. Of course, you know. How much did I not hit him with that? Alright, whatever. Of course, the third mechanic of sort of staying alive is, of course, like blocking, which should be your final resort, basically. You know, you shouldn't be blocking every attack. You know, naturally, you know, you only have so much stamina, so much you're able to block before attacks start just dealing damage, regardless of you having your block up or not. And I've gotten pretty adept at,
Don't waste it.
you know, all those mechanics, of course, playing for so long. And if you aren't as good in those mechanics, if you're not as confident, you're also going to definitely struggle with a build like this. And that storm kind of sucks, so I'm gonna just back it up a little ways. Managing your HP with a build like this too is also pretty difficult sometimes. Like I mentioned, I have Natural Bond that I'm running. Natural Bond is definitely something that you would typically run on a career like this. Natural Bond in general isn't something that you should typically be running. Bark Skin or Boon of Shalia are usually, in more cases, useful. Bark Skin, of course, providing a lot of damage reduction in certain situations. Boon of Shalia, of course, providing a lot more healing. In a lot of other situations. And we got a patrol. And it's a patrol of Storm Vermin. Which is perfect, because I'm going to show you exactly how to deal with a Storm Vermin patrol. You deal with them as such. Oh yeah. Of course, making use of the Trollhammer is very viable as well. And I just kind of ate that. That was bad of me, but you know, whatever. I'm not a perfect player. Never claimed to be the best player. This is my shield. Good moment to crank back a bunch of ability bar. So I can cut that horde down to size. You might also notice that I don't melee a whole lot. Neither with this build. It's definitely, it's a meme. I don't I don't recommend doing as little melee as I do. I mean, I use a shield with this build, which can be really good at generating HP. against hordes like this. But I don't do it simply for the meme. Simply because I try to get as little melee kills as possible. Often, if I play this build in Legend, it is basically guaranteed that I get 0 melee kills every game. Cataclysm, of course, a little more difficult to do so. Cataclysm with the bots, of course, a lot more difficult to do so. And I should be able to catch this guy right there. And we got a bunch of healing. Another extra potion, that'll be good.
Kill that gas rat. Reckon I'm done for.
And on we go to slay this troll. What do I got down here? Another potion, it looks like. That's good. Any day you want to pick that up there. I don't know what's wrong with him. And there's another down, but it's fine. The bots will get me up. There's the Sigmar ult. Like I said, it can be a little difficult sometimes playing with the bots. And in this case, if you're running natural bond, it could be a good idea to have the bot heal you instead, as I had Soulspire just do. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling a little bit here. But it's all good. Like I said, I'm not the best player, but yeah, I still get through these games. In fact, I'm going to say fuck the cart, and I'm gonna go straight up to go get the Mercenary bot. It's definitely gonna make everything take a little bit longer, but I am more likely to win if I get the Mercenary bot to help me bring the card up. Because despite how powerful a build like this is, it's extremely difficult to do it by yourself, and even with the bots, it can still be really difficult since they don't take aggro really well. They just kind of stick to your hip. And then we got the really fun part here of killing the troll. So I'm gonna let the troll come to me. Gun as much of this horde down as I can before downing a potion, hitting with a Trollhammer, and just shooting the shit out of him. Get another potion because I got it. Easy peasy. Any day, you know, a bot wants to help me with a Gatling gunner. Oh, thank you. And what are you doing?
Nice work, darling.
Little little dicey at the end, but oh, I forgot the loot die. Oh well. It's gonna be bad luck for me in my next game, but maybe I'll say a prayer to Valaya, and the gods will forgive me. Cheers.
Art thou wounded, Godrickson?
So yeah, I don't recommend playing a build like this, just kind of willy-nilly in a random public match. But if you're definitely confident in your ability to kite and dip and dodge and duck and all the other things, then you can definitely make it work. It's very viable, and it's very strong, and it's very fun. So yeah, GG.